strange character was first thought of as a monster who acts like a rabid animal, stabs people with scissors, and is generally a terrible person who turns out to be a kind gentleman who is shy and ultimately saves two children's lives. Boo Radley, the mysterious neighbor of the Finches, is known for his literal and symbolic invisibility. He is considered a ghost to the children Jem, Scout, and Dill, and frequently occupies their thoughts and imagination. He has never been seen in the daytime. It is said he roams around in Macomb County in the middle of the night, so that's why I made him kind of look like a ghost, because he is rarely seen in the novel, but his presence is felt through the novel and thought about. Okay. So Boo is known for his reclusivity in Macomb society, which is why I made the surrounding of the house gray and the roof gray and black, because the dull colors really don't stand out. Also, the color gray represents confusion, which fits with Boo's character because not much is known about him until the end of the novel. So, and the information that is known about him is from Miss Stephanie's gossip. So I made the house look kind of old and dilapidated to represent how much time since Boo has last been seen, which is when he was younger. When he was a kid, he did some bad things, so instead of going to jail, he was locked up in his own house. As Miss Maudie says, the things that happen to people, we never really know. What happens in houses behind closed doors? What secrets? Lee 46. This quote shows that Boo has been locked up in the Radley home for quite some time, and nobody really knows what has happened since. So this mockingbird at the top of my tree, that's my theme of innocence. Boo Radley is innocent. He has shown no minute intention of evil throughout the novel, and he continuously shows us the good in him through his kind acts towards the children, which include giving Scout a blanket when she was out in the freezing cold watching Miss Maudie's house burn down, leaving the children kind gifts for their enjoyment, and for saving their lives. Okay, so Boo is one of the two mockingbirds in the novel, and this really symbolizes him because he's good, he's innocent, he's done nothing wrong. So throughout the novel, all he has done was really just for the kids. Okay. So here's Boo. This is another thing. I grew him in shades of gray, white, and black to not only to symbolize how much he likes the dark and how he's really pale, but also to show how much of a misunderstood character he is. So this is Jem's description of what Boo should look like. Boo was about 6.5 feet tall, judging from his tracks. He dined on raw squirrels and ate any cats he could catch. That's why his hands were blood-stained. If you ate an animal raw, you could never wash the blood off. There was a long, jagged scar that ran across his face, and what teeth he did have were yellow and rotten. His eyes popped and he drooled most of the time. But as you can see, so at the end of the novel, they described him as a shy gentleman who felt really out of place. This adds on to my point that he is a really misunderstood character, and that the people of Macomb County only depend on the gossip that goes around and the prejudice that they have in their hearts. So as you can see, the overall mood of my house, it looks kind of dreary, drab. So I have a little broken light bulb inside my house. This represents not only how he's not used to the light and how he doesn't like the light, but it also symbolizes how he doesn't have a lot of light in his life. So in most of the novel, he's in the dark. It shows he's kind of lost. So at the end of the novel where he does come out, he feels awkward in those social situations with Mr. Tate, Atticus, and Scout. And he really doesn't know what to do or not to do. So then Scout has to show him and make him look like a gentleman in front of everybody else. So that's why I put the little broken light bulb, and that was my symbol. And also, my other symbol is this thing. It's supposed to look like a noose, which is what you use to hang people. Now, I know Boo Radley would never get hanged because he's not black, but in the time where the Macomb setting takes place, lynchings were very present. So I use this symbol to describe how Boo was willing to put himself in a dangerous situation when he was going to save the children. But the noose is empty because Boo got away with it, and so he really didn't get exposed or killed. So that's my symbol, that the mockingbird got away from the dangerous situation. Okay, yeah.